Welcome to the Life in Focus podcast. It's brought to you through Rogers Research Global with your host, clinical psychologist, Dr. Marie Rogers.
Hello and welcome to today's episode. This is Your Life in Focus. Today I'd like to talk about neuroplasticity, something that everyone should be interested in because it is extremely relevant to each one of us. I'm also going to get into self-development, habit formation, and we'll attempt to do away with the myth that people don't change. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to continue to be shaped, molded, or altered, and it provides new hope and is one of the most exciting and wide-reaching discoveries in modern-day science. One of the greatest myths many people believe, and often goes unchallenged, is that people don't change. You hear this all the time. If this were true, then there would be no need for personal development seminars, psychotherapy, life coaching, leadership development courses, or any other self-motivating or self-enhancing activity, either via books, journals, audiotapes, or online courses. Since self-improvement is a multi-billion-dollar industry, it stands to reason that this cliche is simply untrue, and we really do need to put it to rest. While for some, this concept is valid, but as far as a general statement, we need to rethink this one, as advancements in neuroscience indicate otherwise. We all have personal examples and know of people in our lives who do not change. They live the same day, think the same thoughts, and behave the same way every day. Basically, they live their lives on repeat. There is little to no self-reflection or course correction. However, this should not be confused with one's inability to change. Few of us are incapable of changing, growing, and evolving. Neuroscience challenged the long-held assumption that our brain, our operating system, is rigid and that once we're past a certain age, few changes take place. Turns out you can teach an old dog new tricks. So let's look at this multi-billion-dollar industry of self-improvement. Most of the goals fall into one of the following 5 broad categories. They are 1, enhancing energy levels by becoming either more fit and healthy and or losing weight. 2, finding one's passion and or purpose, seeking meaningfulness in life. 3, acquiring and developing skills for professional and or personal success. 4, improving interpersonal relationships. And 5, developing confidence and courage while decreasing fear or anxiety management. We now know that the brain, with its billions of neurons communicating with one another through the transmission of electric nerve impulses, is more malleable than previously thought. Our neurons have an enormous number of computational capabilities with various capacities, and the experiences we have will determine which of these capacities will get used and then eventually strengthened. In essence, our brain is able to change, create new neural pathways, and reorganize itself in response to life experience. During childhood, certain connections will be reinforced based on the stimulation provided by the environment. For example, when children play, they learn. Play activates their developing brain's neural connections. New synapses and new patterns form, and they form at exponential rates. During adolescence, the brain eliminates no longer used neural connections through a process that is called synaptic pruning. As we grow older, age-related decline occurs. However, neuroplasticity may slow neural deterioration and increase neural activity by enhanced activation through stimulation, through training, through experience. Keep using it if you don't want to lose it. The importance of neuroplasticity cannot be overstated, especially for those with histories of adverse childhood experiences, otherwise known as ACEs, and trauma. It is possible to change dysfunctional patterns of thinking and behaving and to develop new mindsets, skills, and capabilities. With advances in neuroscience and trauma treatment, and by allowing for a rich variety of learning and novel experiences that are accompanied by effective and functional strategies, healing and self-improvement goals, among others, will be reachable and in all likelihood inevitable. It's well established that trauma can change the brain, but here is the good news: so can healing. The primary step towards self-improvement, as part of our ongoing growth journey, is developing a self-awareness and self-reflection mindfulness practice. This starts with being self-curious and asking yourself relevant and deep questions. To evolve, we need to spend time with ourselves in quiet reflection, asking key questions and creating a personal plan for action that may include professional intervention for those with trauma histories. As we mature, our brain changes, various experiences and challenges, and our response to them will determine what the next stage of our life will look like. Here are some questions to ask to optimize your brain and your thinking. What did I learn from this experience? What will I do differently next time? How has this experience changed me? What new skills or habits do I need to cultivate or enhance to reach desired outcomes? And the big question, which is the stimulator of new pathways, is: when was the last time I did something for the first time? I love this question, and I personally and periodically at different times in my life will ask myself this question. I call it the anti-aging or the aging slowly question. When was the last time you did something for the first time? Energy flows where attention goes, and that in which we spend our time on will ultimately strengthen and grow. Here is a well-known concept: neurons that fire together, wire together. Following this premise, the following activities that I'm going to present shortly, when applied consistently, will create the neuronal firing that will ultimately connect their wiring, and new habits and a new mindset will result. James Clear, in his bestseller book Atomic Habits, makes the case for tiny changes leading to significant results, stating habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. Here are some science-supported activities that keep your brain agile, flexible, and young. Engage socially with individuals whose habits, behaviors, and mindset you admire. Our relationships matter, and over time, we become similar to the 5 people with whom we mostly interact. So choose wisely. Embrace mindfulness and cultivate a daily meditation practice. Eat nutrient-dense food and limit the consumption of nutrient-empty food, especially sugar. Laugh and play. Laugh and play often. Exercise. Your body and brain need movement. Manage stress levels. Chronic stress needs to be addressed. Get creative. Embrace a hobby. Practice yoga. Journal. Keep learning. Enroll in an online course or at your local university. There are so many interesting adult courses you can choose from that offer a flexible schedule and curriculum. and again, do something new. Novel experiences enhance our neural pathways. I leave you with a famous Tony Robbins quote that beautifully supports today's topic. A change in your personal definition will instantly change the talents you express, the behaviors you demonstrate, and the aspirations you pursue. Now, go engage in your world with the full realization that you are growing your brain and mindfully do something you've never done before.
The information presented is intended for general knowledge and is not a substitute for medical advice or treatment. As with most things in life, there isn't a magic pill or cure-all, but there are strategies to help regain control of your life. If you'd like to read or learn more about today's and other related topics, please visit drmarierogers.blogspot.com.